Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Jazz Albums Review Series, and today I am going to be talking about a bass player who's been around since the mid-90s and he's played with just about everybody, and he's been one of my all-time favourites for a really long time now. And he's played with the Pat Metheny trio, he's been a member of Wolfgang Muthspiel's trio and his all-star quintet. He's been part of a quartet slash supergroup with guitarist John Scofield, pianist John Medeski and drummer Jack DeJohnette. He's played with Chris Potter, Michael Brecker. He's been a long-standing member of the Brad Meldhau trio with drummer Jeff Ballard for close to nearly 30 years. He's currently a member of the Fly trio with saxophonist Mark Turner and drummer Jeff Ballard. You name it, he's played with just about everybody. He's also played with Jakob Bro. He's been around a long time and he's played with them all, but he has never released a solo album under his name until now. And the gentleman I am talking about is, of course, bassist Larry Grenadier, who currently has an album out on ECM which came out in 2019, and the album is, of course, The Gleaners, which came out in 2019. And The Gleaners is a solo acoustic bass album. There are no other musicians, no other instruments. It's just Larry Grenadier playing solo, mostly with a bow, so it gives it more of a chamber sort of feel to the music, and he has like an arco melody that he delivers throughout this recording. And the fact that we had to wait years for Larry Grenadier to finally put an album out was definitely worth the wait, and it really delivers, and it's a fantastic album. And Larry Grenadier joins a small prominent group of musicians who have recorded solo bass albums for ECM Records. Guys like Dave Holland, Bar Phillips, Miroslav Vicious, Eberhard Weber. Lots of guys have done it, and Larry Grenadier is now the latest to join that little elite group of musicians. And as I said, it's a beautiful album and it's highly recommended. You check it out if you're a fan of solo acoustic bass playing. So let's have a look. It's got a very peaceful looking album cover. Looks like it's New York, judging by the building there. I think that's the Empire State Building, but looks very peaceful. It's a very nice album. ECM always do great album covers, I think. There's the man himself. As you can see, no other musicians are on this album, just one guy doing his thing. It's the man himself. All compositions are written by Larry Grenadier. There are a couple of standards. Gone Like the Season Does by Rebecca Martin, 2 tracks in one, Compassion by the late John Coltrane, and another song, The Hour of Cranston, also written by the late Paul Motion. And we also got another standard, My Man's Gone Now by George Gershwin, and another one, actually 2 more, by his buddy Wolfgang Muthspiel, and that's Bagatelle 1, Bagatelle 2. So there's 2 songs in one. Most of the songs on this album are very short pieces. They clock in about 2 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and the shortest one is like 48 seconds. The longest track is track 6, Compassion, The Hour of Cranston, which clocks in at 9 minutes, and Gone Like the Season Does, which is like 4 minutes. So we get one long track, and My Man's Gone Now is like 5 minutes, and Vineland is like 3 minutes. So tracks we got here: Oceanic, Pettiford, The Gleaner, Would Be Gone, Gone Like the Season Does, Compassion, The Hour of Cranston. Vineland, Lovelair, Bagatelle 1, Bagatelle 2, My Man's Gone Now, and a novel in a sigh. So 12 songs altogether, so 6 there, and the other 6 there. There's the man himself. Got the sleeve notes here as well from Larry Grenadier himself. He talks about all his influences, ranging from Oscar Peter Ford to Agnes Varda, from Paul Hindemith to Paul Motion. So there's a lot of influences on this album. I'm guessing that's a village. It does look very peaceful. Another shot of Larry Grenadier playing acoustic bass. I'm not really too sure, but this looks like it could be his house. A couple of little dogs there. Or it could be a cottage on the other side of town, away from the city. Just like the album cover, looks very peaceful. There's the man himself. And it looks like, definitely looks like a village. Produced by Manfred Eicher. There they are. There he is. One thing I'll say about Manfred Eicher, he's a fantastic producer, and in my opinion, quite possibly one of the best producers in the world, because he has a great knack for production. And you know it's ECM, you're going to get the best production, and this album sounds absolutely fantastic. Nothing but the absolute best quality of sound from Manfred Eicher. He always delivers, and he can make anyone sound good. That's the kind of man he is, and you wouldn't have it any other way. It's a fantastic album. I think Downbeat gave this album 4 stars. I'd probably give it 5, in my opinion. It's so good. And like I said, if you're a fan of solo acoustic bass playing, highly recommend it. It's really good. Hopefully we won't have to wait another 30 plus years for this guy to release another album. Hopefully he'll do a follow-up sometime in the near future, but time will tell. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. Where do you rank Larry Grenadier The Gleaners with the other solo acoustic bass albums on ECM? Do you put it as the best, or would you put it as one of the best? Would you like to see Larry Grenadier do another solo acoustic bass album, or maybe you would like to see him record an album with a group of musicians? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and thank you for listening, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Jazz Albums Review Series. And until then, take care everybody, and stay safe.